Alright, I have a little bit of news. I sold our washer and dryer to Ray. He's the fellow you saw in the previous episode that has the split phase inverter. I know that I've got a lot of installation videos that I haven't done yet, and I need to get them done, but frankly I've just been so busy with installs and helping people do this and that and the other that I just have not had time to do videos. But today I'm doing a video, and it's going to be a review of the Samsung heat pump clothes dryer. And how I came about this thing was Ray needed a washer and dryer, and I remembered a video that I had done on the heat pump technology water heater, and somebody put a comment in that section that, well, what about a heat pump clothes dryer? Frankly, I'd never heard of that, so I was curious. So the opportunity came to sell Ray our set. I sold it to him. Somebody in the house wasn't thrilled at all that I did that, but it is what it is. I went down to Home Depot and asked them about the heat pump clothes dryer because they were having their Thanksgiving 40% off special going on. So I went in there, talked to the lady about it. The heat pump dryer that I looked at is Samsung. Retails for around $1,200. They had it on sale for $700 and something. I still wasn't real thrilled about that, but I like the idea of the super efficient technology. When I talked to the lady in Home Depot about it, she said that there was a customer that ordered a heat pump dryer, and it came in, they changed their mind, didn't want it, so they had it sitting in the back of the store. It had sat there long enough that it was marked down to $350. So I bought that thing, and I brought it home, wired it up temporarily, then finally wired it up in a more permanent situation. Still don't have a washing machine, but I do have a dryer. So we're going to do a review of this Samsung heat pump clothes dryer.
A heat pump dryer uses heat pump technology to generate heat during the cycle. It is ventless, which makes it easy to install anywhere, and it is the most energy efficient option on the market. This is how heat pump technology works. On the left side of the dryer, a sealed system generates heat by compressing Freon gas, eliminating the need for a heating element. The blower pushes air through a primary lint filter, then a secondary lint filter, and then through an evaporator, where moisture is extracted. Finally, a heat exchanger adds heat before the warm, dry air re-enters the dryer drum, and the cycle is repeated. But where does the moisture go once extracted from the heat pump? There are two options. In the first, moisture is pumped into a reservoir at the top of the dryer. An indicator light appears when the reservoir is full, prompting the user to empty it. The second option removes the water through a washer drain stack at the back of the dryer. This is the most preferred method, needing no interaction from the consumer. The heat pump dryer comes with two lint filters. The primary filter is to be cleaned before every load, and a secondary filter needs to be cleaned after every 5.
This is our new heat pump clothes dryer. It doesn't use a vent. And right now it's in full dry mode, and it's using about 630 watts. I've got it wired in temporarily, and it's 240 volts, and it doesn't even need a neutral, because I've tested that to make sure it doesn't use a neutral. I'm running this with only 2 wires at the moment for a test. That's what the back side looks like. It has these condensate lines right here to pull the water out of the clothes. And there's no vent on it at all. I really like this little dryer so far. I don't know if you can see that right there, but it says heat pump technology. What I really like about this dryer is the fact that the LED light is sort of a blue tint, and the drum being stainless steel with its dimpled interior really makes the light look really cool. The lint filter slips out easily, and it's double-sided. It's kind of thick looking, but it looks like it'd be really good for catching lint. Slides in and out real easy. Okay, now here's the specification sheet on this dryer. You can see right here that the electrical requirements are 240 volts. There's not a 120 in there anywhere, so it doesn't need split phase. It uses just 240. So if you have an inverter that puts out 240 volts only, you're in business. And it says here that 800 watts is the electrical requirement on it. So that's the most it will pull. You could actually run this with a 14 gauge wire easily. The inverter showed that it pulled never more than 600 watts, and it was probably averaging closer to 450. As it got more the end of the drying cycle, it would pull more like 600 watts. These are the dimensions over here, and it shows all that right here, so you're free to look at all that here in the video. Now this dryer does come with a water reservoir in it, and when I dump the water out, the water is very clear. It doesn't have any murkiness to it. It doesn't smell like laundry detergent. There's no smell. I haven't tasted it, so I don't know. It could have a taste to it, but I went ahead and hooked this dryer up to the drain hose so that it shares the same drain pipe with the washing machine. And I found out that with it only using 600 watts, I could have used a lamp cord with it, because 600 watts is just nearly nothing at all. But I did go ahead and wire it up according to the manufacturer's specifications, just so you know, there wouldn't never be any confusion at all ever, because it is made to just plug into a standard electric dryer outlet, but it just doesn't use anywhere near the power of an electric dryer. So with this thing here, you can use much less electricity. It actually probably uses twice as much electricity as a gas dryer uses in its electricity, because you've got the drum, and then a lot of these old dryers will have a glow plug in there to keep the gas ignited. So it's possible this could use less than a gas dryer. But to sum it all up, I think this dryer is a great dryer, especially if you can catch it in a sale. It is just serendipity, the goodwill of the good Lord, that I got this dryer for $350. And I think it's an amazing dryer. If you can afford one, get it.
I'm free!